Hi guys, and welcome back to the Yoga Doc. I'm Leah Deutsch, founder of the Yoga Doc, and today we're going to be doing a little bit more of an active vinyasa sequence. This is a really good one for strengthening through the legs and working through mobility in the shoulders. It's a 10-minute sequence that you can tag on to the end of one of the more static floor-based warm-up sequences on my channel, or alternatively you can do it as a standalone practice, but I would recommend spending a couple of minutes doing a warm-up before you get stuck in. Enjoy! So starting from a wide leg child pose, sitting back with your toes touching knees apart, resting your head on the floor, taking a couple of breaths here just to ease into this pose, hugging your baby in towards your spine and softening the front of your body towards the floor with each breath. And next inhale, coming up to tabletop position, knees directly under shoulders. Moving your hands slightly further forward than normal because we're going to come into a downward facing dog from here. So tucking the toes under, lifting the hips back, pressing into the heels with your bum. So sitting really far back. So heels lift, knees bend, and just really exaggerate that shifting of the weight back towards the heels, rotating the upper arms forward and outwards. Starting to walk the heels down and back one at a time. Feeling that stretch in each hamstring. Feet are 2.5 fists apart, hip width, or a little bit wider if that's more comfortable for you in pregnancy. Taking one more breath. And then kicking your right leg up towards the sky, lifting up, toes pointing down towards the floor, drawing your right knee forward, stepping forward towards the front of the mat. You may need to shuffle that foot forward to find that placement. Pushing into the big toe, little toe and heel of that front foot, finding your foundation there. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, lifting up. Coming into some cactus arms here, so cactusing the arms, dipping down, lifting the chest high, inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, sinking down. One more inhale, lift. Exhaling, sinking down, leaving the arms there and lifting the chest up, sinking the upper body back towards the heels. One more breath, lifting through the sides of the body. And then taking a twist over to the right side, so bringing the right hand back, left arm forward. Sweeping the right arm around, inhaling up. Exhaling, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhaling, sweeping all the way up round. One more here. Exhaling, right arm back, left arm forward, reaching back. Inhaling, lifting and looking up. And then placing the left hand down by the inside of the front foot, rocking onto the outside edge of that right foot. If you've got any pelvic girdle issues, then don't rock out onto that front foot. Just stay here in this supported low lunge with both hands on the floor. Otherwise, rocking onto that right foot, pushing out towards the right side of your mat, and then maybe taking a reach back with that right hand, looking over the right shoulder, feeling that stretch through the shoulder girdle, through the hips. And then placing the right hand back down on the floor, bringing the right foot back to meet the left, and tucking the toes under, coming back into your downward facing dog once more. Taking a lift up on the inhale, raising up through the hips, exhaling, sinking down, inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, sinking down. One more inhale, lifting up. Exhaling, sinking down. This time lifting the left leg up towards the sky, flexing through the heel, ensuring that the toes of the lifted foot are pointing down towards the floor so that your hips are in line, and then slowly drawing that left foot forward towards the front of the mat, stepping it forward, maybe just helping it forward to the front of the mat. Right knee drops down onto the mat, maybe place a cushion or a blanket underneath it for a little bit more support. Inhaling, lifting up. Coming into your cactus dips on the opposite side, exhaling, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting up, lengthening through the side body. Exhaling, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting light. Exhaling, sinking down, grounding through that front foot. One more inhale. Staying here, lifting up high, lifting up through the upper body. Opening up through the chest, maybe dropping the head back slightly here. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Coming back to the center once more. And then dropping that left arm back, this time right arm forward. Finding that little stretch and twist through the left side. So coming into those sweeping arm actions. Left arm meets the right, drawing up. Left arm draws back, right arm forwards. Sweeping left arm round to meet the right, drawing up. Exhaling, drawing down, looking back. Inhaling, sweeping up. One more. Exhaling, sinking down. And inhaling, sweeping up. Lift up, place the right hand on the floor to support. Once again, both hands to the floor if you've got pelvic girdle issues. Otherwise, rocking onto the outside edge of that left foot, pushing into the thigh of that left leg, and maybe drawing that left hand back, finding that lovely open twist through the hip, through the IT band, through the left shoulder, and then left hand comes down towards the mat. Bring the left foot back to the right and just come to a moment, child's pose, resting the forehead, either two fists or a block to support your head if you're a little bit more pregnant and you haven't got as much space. Otherwise, reaching the hands out in front, really stretch through the fingers now, stretch through the upper arms in the same way you would do for your downward facing dog, really engaging the upper body. Rocking forward onto the hands once more, tucking the toes under, starting to walk the hands back to the back of your mat, holding opposite elbows, coming into your ragdoll, bending the knees here, softening through the upper body, shaking the head yes, no, releasing the neck. And then releasing the arms and slowly rolling up. Really ground down with the feet, supporting yourself as you come up on the exhale, rounding through each vertebrae, head comes up last. Shoulders draw down the spine, inhaling, open up, Tadasana, mountain pose. So coming to mountain pose at the back of your mat, lifting your toes up and placing them down. Really find that grounding foundation that all your standing poses come to. Engaging the thighs, tucking the bum under. Draw your baby towards your spine. Shoulders open and draw down the spine. Palms facing forward. Take a big inhale, lifting the arms up above the head. Bending the knees as you sweep the arms to the side, coming all the way down to your mat, pressing into the floor with your hands, bending your knees as much as you need to get there. Inhaling, coming up halfway lift, hands to the shins, looking forward. Exhaling, releasing down towards the mat. Walking the hands forward to the mat, dropping the knees down, coming into baby push-up here, zipping elbows in towards the side of the ribs. Exhaling, pushing back, walking the hands to the back of the mat, fingertips point towards the toes, lifting up through the hips, engaging through the thighs and buttocks. Exhaling, dropping down, walking forward to the front of the mat once more, tucking the toes under, right leg kicks up, toes point towards the mat, looking back behind you, and then drawing that right leg forward in the same way we did when we were in our low lunge. This time, left knee stays raised. We're going to come into a high lunge. Heel toe the right foot to the side a little bit to give yourself a little bit more room for your baby and your hips, and to help you with your balance when you're coming up. Really important when we're coming up into any of these poses where we're increasing the intra-abdominal pressure is that we're using our breath and we're using the muscles that we have available to us. So pushing into the big toe, little toe and heel of that front foot, finding that grounding, pushing into the big toe mound of the back foot, taking an inhale, engaging the pelvic floor muscles now. As you exhale, you come up, engaging pelvic floor all the way. Coming into your high lunge, sinking down into your high lunge cactus dips here. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting up. One more. Exhaling, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting up. Coming into your side twist in your high lunge. So bringing right arm back, left arm forward. Taking a moment here. Sweeping right arm forward, left arm comes up with the right. Into your high lunge once more. Right arm sweeps back, left arm forward. Sweeping the arms round. One last one. So mobilizing through the shoulder girdle here. Finding your balance, slowly move with the breath. And then coming into your warrior two. So this time we're laying the left foot down, so the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Heel toe that right foot forward to the left of the mat a little bit more now, so that the heel of the right foot is in line with the middle point of the back left foot. Sinking down, making sure that that knee is over the ankle. Shift your weight back a little bit, and then place palms facing the mat, looking over that front hand. Engage through the back edge of that back foot, really push into that back leg, zipping up pelvic floor, lengthening through the side of the body. Taking one more inhale. Exhaling, flipping front palm, reaching forward. Inhaling, sweeping back into your reverse warrior. Taking a breath, sinking down, don't lose that bend in the front leg. Exhaling, right arm towards the right thigh, coming into your side angle pose here. So trying hard not to collapse onto that leg, lifting up through the side body. Really try to eliminate much weight in that supporting arm here. Prop to support you rather than taking all the weight. Looking up towards that top arm if you're able to. And then exhaling, left hand to floor, right hand to floor, stepping back both feet towards the mat and lifting the hips up towards the downward facing dog. Taking a couple of breaths here. So we're going to come into a couple of little dog rolls here. So lifting up through the heels, bending the knees, shifting the weight forward towards the wrists. As soon as your weight gets forward towards the wrist, bend the knees, shift the hip bum back towards the heel, really accentuate that knee bend, lifting up through the hips, shifting the weight forward towards the wrist, not coming into a full plank here, you're rounding through the back here, bending the knees, shifting the bum back towards the heels, inhaling, lifting up, downward facing dog. One more, shift forward towards the wrists, rounding through the upper back, bending the knees towards the mat, hovering here as you draw the hip bum back towards the heels, and then finally into your downward facing dog. Left leg kicks up towards the ceiling, toes point towards the floor, drawing the left foot forward between the hands. Walk it out towards the side. We're coming into our high lunge on the opposite side, so make sure you've got that foundation set up. Big toe, little toe, heel of the front foot. Strong foundation here. Inhaling. Engage your pelvic floor, blowing out through the mouth as you lift up into your high lunge on the opposite side. Sinking down, lifting up on the inhale. Exhaling, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting up. One more. Exhaling, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting up. Left arm draws back this time, right arm reaches forward, coming into your little sweeping arms on the opposite side. So inhaling, left arm comes forward to meet right, both lift up. Exhaling, left arm reaches back, right forward. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, sweeping the left arm back, right forward. One more. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, right, forward, left, back. And then lifting back up to your high lunge. Placing that right foot back on the floor now. So we're coming into your warrior two on the opposite side. So walking that right foot back a little bit here to create that line between the heel of the front foot and the midpoint of the back foot, sinking into your warrior two. So shifting this back hip, this right hip back to the back of the room, right arm pointing forward, gazing is over the left hand, sink down into that front knee, taking a breath, sweeping left arm forward, opening up into your reverse warrior, looking towards that palm of that top hand. Exhaling, drawing left elbow to left thigh, sweeping the right arm over into your side angle pose, looking towards the palm of that top arm, opening up through the rib cage here. So the idea here is that we're rotating that rib cage, opening up towards the ceiling. With each breath, lengthen through the side body, exhaling, rotating and opening. One more breath. And exhaling, right hand comes to the mat, left foot steps back, toes touch, knees together, resting the forehead into your child's pose. So well done for practicing this more challenging vinyasa sequence today. There are a few other flow sequences that you can tag on here to make it a little bit more of an extended practice. Otherwise, I suggest that you spend a good few minutes in Shavasana here. If you've enjoyed this class and would like access to more free videos, then don't forget to go ahead and click subscribe.